That's just sports, baby.
Crowd goes wild. Strawberry ice, bringing fire and style. Reds, Bengals, Bearcats, all in my zone. This is my stage, my mic, my throne. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy's line is kicking down the door. Step into the ring where the passion ignites. Talking sports all day and all night. From the field to the court to the roaring stands. Strawberry ice with the world in my hands. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy's fine is kicking down the door.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Iceman Jeff Trunapole, and as always, I bring you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio. And as always, I'll come to you live from the Ice Cave.
All right, shout out to my sponsors. They are Priority Lawn and Landscaping for all your lawn and landscaping needs. You need your grass cut, you need your shrubbery trimmed, I don't know, you need a paper patio, you need anything, I mean anything. Landscaping requires. Think Priority Lawn and Landscaping. Also, shout out to T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And of course, Meyer Window, Door, and more. I got it in my house. I highly recommend you get them in yours. They're energy efficient, great looking windows, easy to clean. Meyer Window, Door, and more. The website is MeyerCincinnati.com. And also, shout out to my favorite brewery, Moreline Lager House. Get on down there, get you some delicious Moreline beer, some delicious Moreline food. And tell them I sent you. Moreline Lager House.
Also, don't forget, each and every Bengals home game, we'll be doing our tailgate 3 hours before at the Moreline Lager House, brought to you by Best Day Brewery. Make sure you guys get on the website and get your tickets. It's free to get in, but if you want the all-inclusive, it costs a little bit more, which it's alcohol, food, all that stuff. It's all inclusive. It's good. Great time. Make sure you guys come on down. What is up to everybody in the chat? We got Brad in there. We got Lindsay in there. And yes, Cumberland, this is news to me. If you're talking about Cumberland, I didn't know he made the Lakers. That's awesome. Congratulations to him. Crypt Keeper's in there. Brad's in there. Brad's already talking smack. I like this. 28-24 Bearcats. Let's go. Tony Blazin's in there. And G. Lou's in there. What is up, everybody? Welcome to this Who Day Friday show. We are going to crumble up what happened on Sunday and throw it away because they're starting over on Monday. Plus, my prediction is the Reds are going to sweep the Milwaukee Brewers. They're going to end this 13-series losing streak, and they're going to win their way into the playoffs. Plus, the Bearcats are going to win. It's going to be a great weekend. But to kick it off, let's get to the man who is a Cincy jungle writer, the man who is the star of Bengals and Brews, the man who just got done having Corey Dillon, if I could talk, Corey Dillon on his show, the man who's got his own draft guide, which by that proceeds go to the Project Game Day. He's the man. He's Dale Altman. What's up?
I'm the man.
You are Altman.
It's true. I am a man. I do have a penis.
You do. Lindsay, you are correct. I'm glad you brought this up. Joe's comments, and I got it here for you. Let's see, where's that? There it is. Yeah, he said he'll be back. See you soon. Me likey. Dale, are we reading too much into this? Because I said see you soon. Can't wait, Jackpot Joey. I take it as watch out, NFL. I'm coming back. I'm coming back with a vengeance.
I mean, he said this game will break your heart. See you soon. So, I'm going to be out a long time, and it's very frustrating, but I will be back. I'm not retired. I'm not Andrew Luck.
He'll be back this year.
I'm not sure about that. We got to win some games.
Got to win some games. Got to
believe in Jake Browning. It didn't work last week. Maybe it'll work this week.
I can play the song again. Would that help?
I mean, Did you put the clips on there? We could just
No,
go back
I
to the
didn't. I gotta
segment.
go.
Oh my god, dude! Then
I know
forget it. Like
you
I
did
did all that for you.
I know you did, and I kept meaning to copy it and everything. And then Monday happened, and I got depressed and ticked off, and I was like, screw it, I don't want to do it. And then now it's Friday. I'm like, man, I wish I would have done that. And well, here we are.
I also do not share your belief in the Reds.
What?
I wish I did, man. They should not have lost 2 out of 3 to the Pirates. Like they should have swept / at least got 2 of those games against the Pirates. It's the end of the season. You were at home.
You want to know why I believe? Right here. This is why I believe.
Holy shit, what a catch by the god! Let's go!
That's why I believe, because you don't make a catch like that.
That was a great catch. It was a great catch.
Yeah, you don't make a catch like that and nothing and you don't get anything out of it. It's momentum, baby. And plus the Brewers literally have nothing to play for. Why don't they pull a Kansas City Chiefs and not play anybody like Denver did? Like, oh, we weren't really doing that. We just okay, whatever. You didn't give a crap.
At the end of the day, it's still baseball. You know what I mean? How many guys can you really pull? You only have so many guys on your roster.
Oh, they went September. Their rosters are expanded. They can pull their
but even then, they probably have a better roster than Matt McClain, who can't fucking do anything but strike out. That guy, man. This is why I get into the Reds. I start watching the Reds. Every time I'm watching, Matt McClain's got guys on base and he's striking out.
Well, he's not starting. They got Lux at second base tonight, so which will probably bring what they did last night. Probably bring McClain in the later innings once they get the lead. But hey, Ellie De La Cruz is mashing, and he's playing really good shortstop. Their pitching is unbelievable, dude. I mean, John Sadak tweeted this out earlier. I think it's not complete starts, but oh crap, I can't think of the word. But they're the third best team as far as starting pitching goes, as far as quality starts. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. Quality starts. So now we'll see what we have tonight. We don't have Lodell or Green or Abbott pitching tonight, but
who is pitching tonight?
I knew you were going to ask me that, and I know his name.
Yeah. It's not Singer, right?
No, Singer. He pitched Tuesday. It's
the fifth guy, whoever the fifth guy is.
It's the guy we got.
The guy we picked up in the trade, but I can't think of his name.
Remember his name right now. So AC should be joining us here. He's who was running around doing some stuff. So AC,
I know they're like, damn, it's just Dell.
Yeah, I know.
Tune out. Like, I'm with you.
Yeah,
I only where's AC? Because I thought AC was going to be.
I mean, Crippy's like, where's AC? Where's AC? Where's the Godfather? Sheesh.
I mean, I get it. I suck.
Brad wants to know if the Reds trade CES in the offseason. If they could get something for him, I think they would. But right now, I don't know what you get for him. I mean, and it kills me because I was a big CES guy. I really thought he was going to be our starting first baseman and hit like 20, 25. Well, I thought somebody on our team would hit 20, 25 home runs. But right now, I don't know what you get for him, to be honest. If you trade,
are the Marlins any good? I know that's who the Mets are playing. Are they any good this year?
Yeah, they're okay, and they have a history of ending the Mets season. And they've done it a couple times, so we'll see.
Well, we need them to string together some wins here. Because, I mean, right now we're down a game. Cubs couldn't handle business,
Freaking scrubs.
They only won 1 out of 3, which, whatever, they let us sweep them. So,
that was
back
funny.
in the hunt. At least they're in the hunt. That is something, better than a lot of years. But, man, get in the playoffs, man. I want to see him in the playoffs with this pitching staff you were talking about.
I do too, dude. By the way, Wink says, hi, Rumdale.
Hi, Wing. This is the first rum. So I was telling Jeff, he asked me before the show. I said, well, I got home from work and then I was push mowing my yard, and then I only got about half of it done, and then I had to get on my show. I was a little late getting on. Sorry, Corey. Sorry, everyone.
You made Corey wait. Sheesh.
No, he was late as well. I actually beat him, so it was fine. And then I finished cutting grass. And then I slipped in dog shit and had to get a shower. And I was burning trash, and so this is the first round. But
apparently I'm wrong. I must have saw the wrong. I knew Lux is in there. They got Lux in left, and Matt is back in. So
no, Jesus,
maybe I was wrong.
Maybe he'll be good.
Hey, Al Folk says McClain is starting to believe. It's that horrible. Exactly. Dude, I'll put this. Look, the thing with McLean, I've said this for a couple months now. He hurt his shoulder. And if you guys remember Geno Suarez, who hit 50 home runs this year, when we signed him to that big contract, he hurt his shoulder in a swimming pool accident, and it took him like a year before he got back to normal. So I still think McLean is battling that. I really do. And
which is fine. Like, I'm not saying this guy isn't a piece of the future, but I'm saying you're trying to make the playoffs now. And if all this guy can do is swing out or strike out and hit into double plays, like, man, come on. You got to give somebody else a shot in there. I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's
my fault.
Which that like I said, that's where they put Lux in. But the thing is, it's a two-headed sword here because Lux is not a very good defensive second baseman. McLean is. So if you put Lux in there in left field, who's not a really good left fielder, but he's a better probably left fielder than a second baseman. And Matt McLean's a really good, probably, I think, in my opinion, if he hits, is going to be a Gold Glove second baseman. But that's kind of, I think, the thing that Tito's fighting there. But I am happy that Stevenson is in the lineup tonight because he hit the 2-run homer the night before to send it to extra innings, and then he wasn't in last night. So, but he's
I mean, we have to put some runs on the board. And how many times, like when we played them earlier in the season, we would have leads and they would come back and just kill us.
We had a 6-run,
it was awful.
Lead
that series. There's so many series we could look back on. You know, getting swept by the A's. That one. There's so many that the Reds will look back on and be like, if they miss by a game. But listen, there's 3 games. It's do or die. All they can control is just win, baby.
That's it. Just win, baby. That's all they can control. And Lindsay got to say is Littell. That's who's pitching tonight. Littell.
Yeah.
So I knew what somebody told me the name. I was like, yeah, that's right.
And he's been up and down, and he's kind of been like that his whole career.
When we first got him,
games like he can have phenomenal games. We need one tonight from him.
Right when we first got him, his first start was awesome. His second start sucked. His third one was okay. We need a really good one tonight because the Reds' offense is still the Reds' offense, where we might score 1 or 2 runs and that's about it. But one thing's been good is our defense has played really well. I mean, Marte with that catch the other day. Like I said, Ellie's been playing a lot better at shortstop. So our defense and keep Ryan Hayes. Yeah, he's not hitting, but he's a hell of a third baseman there. He's going to win a Gold Glove there. I suspect this year.
Yeah, and he's won it before. Like, that's what he can do. Like, I just wish they had just a power hitter, like one more power hitter.
I know.
Somewhere. Like, I think, and we talked about that. Like, I think if they don't make it, we'll all be looking at that like, damn it, what the hell? But yeah, Bengals, they don't play till Monday night. I mean, we need Corey Dillon to come out of retirement. It's Monday Night Football. It's versus the Broncos. Can he put up 278?
Yes. Oh, what? Yeah.
That's what we need.
Well, we need them just to be able to run the ball consistently. And Doc was on my show yesterday, Andrew Dawkins, and he seems to think the Bengals are going to run for 100 on Denver. I'm not so sure about that, but I do think they're going to run the ball better. The other thing, the interesting thing to me is Dalton Risner going to start at guard, or is they going to have Rivers out there? And I don't like moving people in and out of the offensive line because we've already switched to guard once already. But if Rivers is ready, and you and I have talked about it, we think he is our future right guard anyway. If he's ready to go, he's going to be more athletic and quicker than Dalton is. Maybe you put him in there, but it's scary having 2 rookie guards in there. So I'm going to be curious what Zach does with that.
I hate his first start being against this Denver defense. I hate the thought of that. Like, I would almost go with the veteran. Like, I do think Rivers at some point deserves a shot, especially if the season we're struggling. Like, just put him in, let him run with it. And if he does well, you've got right guard, you've got your left guard. Because we need guards, young guards, cost-controlled young guards that can be part of this future when Joe is back. But, man, putting him in against Denver on the road with that, air, the mile high air up there, Monday Night Football, the brightest lights. I think that's asking a lot. This is a team with so many pass rushers. Like, he would face probably a lot of Zach Allen, DJ Jones, guys like that.
Last year too. They had all those guys last year, and we still beat them. Now that was at home. So, I mean, their defense didn't add all these guys. They already had them last year, and we beat them. So that gives me hope that we've been there, done that before with this.
Well, with Joe Burrow.
True. True. We had Joe Burrow. Yeah. You got
That guy's okay. That guy's
you got to
okay.
put facts in there. You got to put facts in there, don't you? But it's from what Jamar was saying today on his press conference. I don't know if you got a chance to watch that. Him and T. I don't think they're going to let this happen again. I just feel that this was such an anomaly because I mean, Fant fumbled, Jamar fumbled, Ryan fumbled. I mean, it was ridiculous how people fumbled.
I understand that, but I also like T and Jamar can't throw the ball to themselves. They can't block for Jake Browning to have enough time. They can't run block so Chase Brown can get some yardage, and then it opens up the passing game. Like right now, with the run game being broken, is the biggest thing.
Oh, huge.
They have to figure out some way to fix that, or nothing else matters. Jake Browning, the O line, and it is the O line with the run game, to be fair, but the pass blocking portion of it, it doesn't matter if they know you have to pass every down because you're getting 10 carries for 3 yards in a game with Chase Brown. Like, if you can't run the ball with Chase Brown at all,
we're
going to tee off on you, and the pass rush is going to be brutal no matter who is in there, whether it's Rivers, Reisner, and no matter who's at quarterback, whether it's Burrow or Browning.
So you remember that guy that everybody's asking where he's at? AC, the Godfather.
He finally left Vegas. This guy just been in Vegas for a week.
World traveler.
He's crying with his family.
I'll show up. Everybody wants me here. He just shaking his head. It's the Godfather, Anthony Cosenza. What's up, AC? Are you on an airplane?
You get peed on? Like, is he like visiting R. Kelly in prison? I just heard a bunch of tinkling.
Where are you at? Oh, he's gone now. I don't know what that was. I don't know where he was.
And that was your Anthony Cosenza appearance. Brought to you by T Properties, Priority Lawn and Care, Meyer Door and Windows, at Moorloin Lager House, and Jackpot Joey 9.
Hey, he's back. There he is. Are you? Can you hear us? You're muted, Anthony.
This guy.
You got to unmute your mic. Anthony, unmute your mic.
Well, when he does, it's just.
Wow.
Is it raining? Like, what is happening?
Yeah. Where are you at?
Can't hear this guy at all.
I can't hear you. All we hear is rain.
Well, we assume it's rain.
He might be getting beat on. I don't know. Is that any better? Ooh, that sounds better. Anthony, are you there? We suck again.
Oh, no. It's like the Bengals last week. Oh, no. We suck again.
Oh, no. We suck again. Brad said it sounds like a slot machine.
Yeah, he's still in Vegas, that son of a bitch.
Well, we'll see if Anthony can get on. He's traveling somewhere. Maybe he's on a train or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Like a train with R. Kelly.
Maybe.
I mean, I thought R. Kelly was in prison. Maybe it actually looked like a prison bus.
He might be.
Is AC going to prison? They let him still live stream?
Maybe.
That's wild.
All right, GC3 here's got an over-under for us. How many times does JB6 get sacked? What do you think? Whoa! Can't hear you at all. How many times do you think JP6 gets sacked there, Dale?
I'm going to say at least 7. Like,
holy
if we
crap!
just, I know, I could see 7. 5-7 is my prediction, dude. They're going to bring the blitz. They saw what Minnesota did. They brought the blitz, and they are going to bring the blitz. And they have Justin Stranad 2 sacks on the season, Nick Benito 3 sacks on the season, Jonathan Cooper 2 sacks, Jaquan McMillan, a corner, a sack. Zach Allen, D-tackle, a sack. Jonah Ellis, another defensive end / linebacker, a sack. DJ Jones, John Franklin Meyer. All these guys have sacks. So they have guys that can get pressure on the quarterback, especially Jonathan Cooper and Nick Benito. Like if Orlando Brown, if his foot speed looks slow again this week, those guys are going to absolutely feast. So Brown has to play better, number one, on the outside.
Yes.
And then picking up stunts and blitzes has been just a huge issue.
That would be nice to actually pick up a stunt or a blitz, especially stunts. We really suck at stunts.
Stunts have been atrocious.
AJ Faulkner here says the Brewers need to win one game to be number one seed in the NL. Right, exactly. So just lose all.
Well, they're
of them,
still
so
playing to win one right now, unless they lose and the other team loses. Then I think they don't even need to play the next two.
Yeah.
But they need to play tonight, technically.
Yeah. Well, they need to lose tonight, and then the team that, which I think is the Phillies, they need to lose, so then I can get in. I don't know. I just want them to lose all of them. That way the Reds are more than likely in. I mean, what's the odds of the Reds sweeping the Brewers and then the Mets sweeping the Marlins? That's
I don't know. I mean, the odds of whatever is whatever. I mean, the only thing I do like everyone is predicting the Bengals to lose, as they should, to be fair. After losing 48-10, you're on the road against Denver. I will say this. Bo Nix has not been very good. I didn't love Bo Nix coming out. I hate to almost say this because as soon as I say it, he'll probably be great on Monday.
Right.
But he's averaging like 178 yards a game. Like they have won in spite of him, the games they've won. He's had 2 really stinker of games out of the 3 games he's played. So can you – and they got J.K. Dobbins. They got R.J. Harvey at running back. But if you make Bo Nix throw the ball, I think, especially if Cam's back, we got a chance for the defense to get some turnovers. And that can change the entire game. Don't go down 5-0 on turnovers. How about we just be 2-1 on turnovers this game?
And dude, let's just talk about the defense a little bit. Like people think I'm crazy, but I actually think the defense played pretty good last week, even though we lost 48-10. We turned the ball over 5 times and 2 of them lead the scores. They actually played pretty good. They sacked Carson Wentz 3 times, and Chris Jenkins got one. So I mean, put that pressure on Bo Nix, and I think it's gonna be a lot different. That's what I keep saying to this whole thing with Sunday's game. We lost this game out the gate. You turned the ball over 5 freaking times, and your first 2.5 times you had the ball, it led 2 of them led directly to scores. The second one led to a drive that they scored on. So you were down by three scores before you even knew what hit you.
Well, the Fant one, it was 17-3 at that point. We were thinking, could they get it to 17-10 or whatever, and then tie it up after the half because they get the ball, and then Fant fumbles and they run it back, and it's 24-3 instead of potentially 17-6 or 17-10. That is huge swings when things like that happen.
Right. Exactly. All right, Steve Logan here. What's up, Ice? My wife Nita and I attended Open and Orange. The defense will need to create turnovers and offset the offense until corrections are made. I agree with that. AC, are you back? Are you back? Hello, AC. I can't hear you, but I see you pretty.
This guy's frustrated. It happens, man.
Yeah, AC, don't worry about it. I don't think it's going to work today. Like it's just I heard something. Are we coming in? No.
Well, at least you guys got to see his pretty face.
Yeah, look at that pretty. Look at that pretty face right there. Like, we'll just keep it freeze frame like that, so you can see his pretty face up there the whole time. All right. Let's see here. There was another comment I wanted to get to. Oh yeah, Juan here. Back to the Reds here. We're kind of bouncing back and forth here. He said a little pitching doesn't give me any confidence, which I agree with you. But I also see, me, I always look at everything from the optimistic side. His first start was really good, and he's had some good starts. Not consistent. He's been consistently inconsistent, but that does give me hope that there is a chance he could pitch good for us. if that makes sense. And, I don't know.
Hey, do you want me to send a link to Dustin if he's available?
Sure. You can jump on if you want to. Brad.
Well, I'll ask him first, but I got the link and I'll send it to him. Just he's been watching the Reds too. I mean, he grew up in Cincinnati. Yeah, he lives in Utah, but he's Cincinnati, through and through.
There you go. Brad, I was surprised to hear the media say the Bengals worst loss of franchise history, at least the Florida media said it. It's true. That was the biggest loss in franchise history. And the thing that irritates me is the national media. I watch Get Up, and I gotta stop watching it sometimes because they're just like, "Oh, the Bengals, they're done. Oh, they're done. They're not gonna come back at all." I'm like, did you see that game? Like, I'm sitting there going, they turned the ball over 5 times. Like, they literally turned the ball over 5 times. Like, they're not going to do that again. I'm like, that's what I keep saying. If they don't do that, I think that game is a lot different. So that's just where for everybody to just throw them away, especially as we know for the history of the Bengals, since Zach Taylor's been here, they gain momentum as the season goes along. And in my Substack article I wrote, talk about Jake Browning, his first start in 2023 was awful. And then he came back and played great Monday Night Football. That's the same storyline. So now that was Jacksonville. This is Denver. We'll see what happens. But
he can't hop on. But I got to check on my dog. But I'll be back and I'll lock in. All right.
Go check on your dog.
I'll lock in. Maybe.
Lock
probably not. I'll probably keep drinking rum.
Just keep drinking rum. Right. All right, so let's see here. Crip AC rolls, even though Mr. Brown thinks he looks like a husky. Yeah, but so let's get into some of this Reds discussion because it kind of seems like the chat wants to talk a little more Reds than Bengals here because this is a big series coming up for the Reds. And yes, the Reds lost 2 out of 3 to the Pittsburgh Pirates. They should have won. Definitely the second one, which this is what I hate the ghost runner that they put in extra innings. I don't know if anybody else, because when we were kids, we had always, if it was you and your buddies, like, oh, you hit the ball, like, oh, that's a double, that's a single, that's ghost runner on second or whatever. That's how we start Major League Baseball extra innings. And yeah, it ends the games quicker, but is it a true outcome of what actually could happen? That's what I don't like. I want a true outcome. And for all they got to do is have a wild pitch and a fly ball and they get the run. Yes, we start with a runner at second base too, but it's just a momentum, especially when you just fought and scratched and clawed to tie the damn game up, and then you give them a runner on second base to start that inning. It's just a momentum killer. So I wish they'd just get rid of that rule altogether. Now, granted, yes, I went to the game Tuesday night. There were so many opportunities the Reds had. They hit into double play after double play after double play. It was frustrating as crap to watch it. So they've had their opportunities. But this is the Reds season. This is how they've been all year long. Is they got time, to make plays, and they just don't. Hey, you're back.
Hey, can you send the link to Dustin? He said in about 5 minutes he could hop on. But
yeah.
It wouldn't let me send it, copy it and send it.
Yep.
But yeah, we need the Reds to not suck. Honestly, because we're not sure if the Bengals are going to suck again.
Well, that goes back to my point here. Like what I was trying to get to here is, I'll send them a link here in a second.
Yeah, all good.
The Reds, we've given up on them all year long. It's, what is it, today's date? September 26th. They are legitimately in the playoff race. So for everybody just blatantly say, even if we don't have Joe Burrow, to blatantly say this team is done is ridiculous for the Bengals. I'm saying that's just, I don't think they're done. We'll find out Monday. They could go out Monday and they could lay an egg. I have no idea.
That's where I was going to go with the ice. Was I think even if they have a rough go against Denver, because they're going to blitz that pass rush and getting embarrassed on Monday Night Football. And I hope that don't happen. I hope they win.
I hope not.
Honestly, but there's part of me that's like, if you're going to lose that game, I hope you almost get embarrassed. And heads roll, changes are made, and people are fired up because you would still be 2-2, to be fair.
Right,
I know then you have Detroit, you got the Packers coming up, you got some other good teams. But the schedule does get easier after that a little bit. You got the Jets and some other teams in there. you just got to keep your head above water. If they can find a way to win against Denver or to win against Detroit, I think the whole season is still alive. Like, just find a way to win one of those games. But if you lose both, you're still not out. You still got to take advantage of lower competition. My biggest concern is, I guess, if you get blown out, what is the morale in that locker room? Stuff like that, because like 48-10, worst loss in franchise history.
Well, the thing is,
you can do one of two things. You can let it break you, or you can let it bring you together, and you can rise up off that mat, and you can come back out throwing punches. And that's from the coaches, from the players. And I think the defense, honestly, like, they let down Joe last year. Joe's not here this year. Defense needs to help Joe. So if he is able to come back, you helped us get there. The defense has to step it up. Like, I'm not saying they've been bad. I think they've been okay, but they have to step up to another level and almost be
everybody does.
Great.
Everybody does. Honestly, the whole team with losing Joe Burrow. And it's kind of like what Joe Damon said on my show yesterday from Fox 19, which, if you guys missed the show yesterday, go watch it. For some reason, only like 60-something people watched my show yesterday. I don't know why.
Dude,
but
views, man. Chase. Well, I think everyone's depressed. Like, any group chat I'm in, anything, no one's hardly talking. No one's, like, social media is dead as can be. It seems like we are all just like, and this was a team that's still 2-1. Like, we would have loved a 2-1 start last year, but
that's what I keep saying.
It was a very demoralizing loss last week, to be fair.
But what Joe said, and I agree with it, if somehow the Bengals could pull us out and go to 3-1, and then you got Detroit, Green Bay, and then if you're 3-1 going into that stretch, and you can just stay afloat until hopefully Burrow gets back. Once you get past the bye week, the schedule gets better or gets a little easier, even with Jake Browning. So that's the thing. It's like, get this win and then try to steal a couple here in the next couple of weeks and get to that bye week, and then the schedule gets better.
Yeah, and Paul, I think someone was having him on the news last night. So Paul asked for podcast listeners, anyone giving the fan and fans, there was one guy particularly who they were having on because he jumped all the way out of the way for him to make that catch, for not interfering with Marte's catch. I do think at least one guy was on, but shout out that guy.
Yeah, Jeremy Rowell, Fox 19, I think they had him on either at 6 or 11 last night. And I know Jeremy tweeted something out about that, but that was perfect. And I mean, because you watch the still frame where he jumped up and catch it, and the guy's backing up because you got, I mean, that's
split second thing.
That's why I say this town it's still a baseball town. I mean, it's a sports town in general. The whole thing, if you win in Cincinnati, we love you.
You maniacs still love UC football and basketball.
Yeah, baby. They've been. We're going to beat Kansas tomorrow. Let's go.
Hey, Jalen Daniels, man, that quarterback, he's been there for 6 years at Kansas. He's dynamic. But
we're beating them. We're beating them tomorrow.
Yeah, I hope you do. Like, I root for UC, but obviously, as you can see in the background, Buckeyes first. Me and Corey, we had to talk a little trash to each other because my Buckeyes play Washington.
Yeah, exactly. You got a little bit of a big. What time is that game?
3:30.
Okay,
dude, cool. It is absolutely loaded with good games. Like,
tomorrow,
loaded on Saturday. It's man, if you're a college football game watcher, it is an insane slate. I'll have to look it up since we're talking about it because I don't remember like who plays who. I just know there's a good like 8 games tomorrow. So like there's at least a couple games every window, like the noon, the 3:30, the night game. So like USC plays Illinois, 2 top 25 teams at noon, Notre Dame and Arkansas at noon. I mean, there's more good matchups here. Cincinnati, Kansas at noon. I'll throw that one in for you, Jeff.
Yeah. Thanks. They put that one there. Dustin, what's up?
What's up, boys? How we doing?
Good. But Ohio State, Washington, LSU, Ole Miss is at 3:30 as well. LSU, Ole Miss, like that's 2 top 15 teams. You got Auburn and Texas A&M, Indiana and Iowa. I'm trying to get to the night games, Jeff, just so I can give it for anybody that's listening. Oh my gosh, it takes forever. There's 7. Oregon, Penn State. That is 2 top 6 teams.
And you got Bama, Georgia.
And that's the one that I was like, I think it's Bama, Georgia, but I didn't want to say it if I was wrong.
Now, I want to bring up this comment here for GC3. Burrow really hurt. Burrow's injury really hurt the excitement for the season, and then last week's performance all but ended any excitement for the remaining. So my comeback to that is, what if they win on Monday? I mean,
Then we're back. What
are they? Because I don't think they're going to blow them out. If they win, I think it's going to be a 3-point win, or it's going to be a hard fought win if they get it. But if they do that, then everybody's back, right?
Yeah, you would have to be Monday Night Football in Denver, a team that can get the same amount of pressure, if not more, than Minnesota. If you find a way, any way, to win that game and be 3-1, oh boys, we're all the way back.
We 3-1.
Now I don't know if that'll happen, but I'm just saying.
I
think everyone would have to be back in at that point. Am I wrong, Dustin?
Yeah, I mean, winning cures all. I can understand people that say,
I do. I understand it. I do.
I do too.
Yeah. I can understand when, because traditionally teams that are on their backup quarterback, it just doesn't end well. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I can understand the hesitation.
Unless you're Nick Foles.
When did he go in, though?
Tom Brady.
It was just a few games, right?
Yeah, like somebody said it was late in the season. Also, like Foles was a pretty established veteran, and Wentz honestly wasn't that established. Like the rest of the team, you weren't losing like a Joe Burrow when you lost Carson Wentz.
Or what if that other backup who went and won, like, I don't know, 20-something Super Bowls named Tom Brady? I mean, technically that year he's a backup.
Like he was like I know, but he was like
I'm not saying Jake Browning's
rookie.
Yeah, I'm not saying Jake Browning's Tom Brady.
I mean, Browning is literally 29 years old. Listen, and I still, oh God, I don't even want to say this. I don't even want to say the words I believe in Jake Browning. There's a world where I could believe in Jake Browning again.
You don't hold on. You don't have to say it. I got you. So I promise, Dale, next week when we win, I'll have the clip that you made.
Well, I will have to do a whole nother clip if we win because it'll have more good plays. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like I had such a great clip of him versus the Jaguars to go with that song. It was great, and you have not put it on here.
It's on your Twitter. We can find it on Twitter.
Wait, that was from Minnesota though when he slammed the helmet.
Yeah, that's from Minnesota. Yeah. Well,
Dale. Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, is that helmet slam on the ground why you didn't cut me? Is why the Vikings blitzed like 80% of the time?
Probably.
Yeah.
But Dustin, we brought you on here because we could do a little Reds talk here because this is a huge series for the Reds to end the season. 3 games against the Milwaukee Brewers. They've lost, I think, 13 straight series to the Brewers. I think it's about time we break that streak and sweep them, at least win the damn series. What's your thoughts on the Red season and their playoff chances right now?
I mean, the Red season, it's just been one of those that's been a whirlwind because it's been inconsistent. I think their expectations, I don't know what my expectations were going into the season. I don't know, I mean, there's a lot of conversations around, did we truly get that Tito bump? I do think there's certain parts of the team that are playing better. I kind of question why we aren't being more aggressive on the bases. It feels like we're a small ball team, and then we're actually not good at small ball if you look at our extra innings.
Right.
But as it pertains to this series, I mean, obviously the Brewers have our number. I mean, we're getting their, they got some good pitching, timely hitting.
Washington, you cunt. Grip keeper. Sorry.
Washington Huskies. But I think they played the Brewers pretty well this year for the most part.
They haven't got blown out in any series, but they still had that one game where we had a 6 or 8 run lead and freaking lost. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah. And I don't know. I don't think the Brewers are just going to kind of wherever they are in the seeding. I think
they'll roll over.
Yeah, I don't think they're
roll over.
It's like you're It's like one of your division
They're
opponents.
going to beat our ass and keep us out is what they're going to do.
No,
Yeah.
I guess like if that does happen, what would you consider the season, Jeff? Like, what's your thoughts? Would you be disappointed, or
well,
where are you kind of at?
That's a good question. If we don't make the playoffs,
Yeah.
I would probably be happy, disappointed, but happy because we were there. Not happy that I'm good with it. That this is what I want. No, I want to make the playoffs. I want to go and win a series or win the World Series. But it feels like they made progress because 2 weeks ago, dude, I gave up on them. I thought they were done.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way. And then so that's what people keep asking me what the Tito effect is. I think right now this is the Tito effect. Is if David Bell is our manager, I don't think we're here. I just don't think. And Tito has done this time and time and time again with Cleveland, with Boston. They have late season surges. Now this is as late in the season as you're going to get to have a surge, but they're having it. So I would be happy and disappointed at the same time, which is kind of a effed up way to answer it.
I'm kind of with you because, like, if we said we were in the mix in the final series of the season to go to the playoffs, because we want the playoffs, 100%. That was the goal. That was the hope. Well, that's still possible. So
that's where
it's one of those things, Jeff. I feel like it's a semi-success if you don't make it.
It feels like you're going in the right direction. You made progress the right way to where we want to ultimately go.
Now, can Tito make them spend just a little more money next offseason?
Go get Schwarber. Go get Schwarber. Dude, this is never going to happen. But if they can get Kyle Schwarber and put him in the middle of that freaking lineup, and make everybody would relax more, I think, because they wouldn't have to feel the pressure to get the RBIs, get the home runs. You got Schwarber. They need that dude. They need that big bat. That's what
I have this fear that he would completely fall off if we signed him to a big contract. Is that crazy?
Our luck, that's probably what happened. Our luck, that's probably what would happen.
Yeah.
Good.
I agree. Like, it's always like you make a big sliding splash and all of a sudden their body starts to fall apart or something. I mean,
because the Reds have got starting pitch. I mean, that's the thing too. Like if we do get in, we got to LA, it'd be a 3-game series, but we got Hunter Green, Abbott, and Lodolo, or Hunter Green, Lodolo, Abbott, however you want to put it. I'll take those three, even if it is the Dodgers, they're going to keep us in the game. So
at least to be playoff baseball, we would feel like that's a win if we made the playoffs.
Yeah, well, I'm greedy. I want to look, dude. We haven't won a series since 1995. My son is 25, and he's never seen the Reds win a playoff series.
But you can't win one if you don't get in. So
exactly. So that's like, let's get in first, and then let's win it and keep going. But we got to win, and this right now, the Reds need to just go and just balls to the wall, and like Dustin said, I agree with you. They aren't being as aggressive as I'd like them to be.
Yeah.
I was at the game Tuesday, and I can't remember if it was Will Benson or if it was Ellie De La Cruz was on first base. And I'm like screaming, like, steal, get the second. And then TJ Friedl, he's leads, I think, the major leagues in bunt hits. Dustin, third base was damn near in left field. I'm like, bunt the ball to get on base. You're so good. I'm like, what are you waiting on? I'm like, that's the stuff that Tito manages. He's managing playoff baseball now. The players need to play like that. Just be aggressive. If you're going to F up hard. Just go play hard and try. That's kind of where I'm at.
Be the Dan Campbell of baseball,
Yeah. Drop your nuts.
Speaking of which, isn't it like so refreshing to watch the Lions play offensive football? Play action, well coached, receivers open, go for it on fourth down. God, I just
get it.
Run the ball and nasty physical linemen.
Nasty physical, but then also the elegance of like receivers that get open and like trick plays. And I mean, geez, it's just like it was like watching a different sport on Monday night compared to like what we've had to watch the Bengals offense this year so far.
So I am very surprised as the way the Bengals offense has not been schemed up. Like toward the end of the year last year, they did a great job scheming Jamar open and doing different things that they had been doing.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, even with Joe was in there, it's kind of like they went backwards.
Yeah.
It's like, because I expected them to go, all right, start like these plays worked last year. This is what we're doing last year. Let's start off like that. You know, and it seemed like they didn't. And then last week was like, damn it, we're going to run the ball first down no matter what. It's like, and it's always up the middle. It's like, do something different. Like the Jamar Chase, the run around, he got 9 yards. They did a bubble they did one screen. Where's those plays at? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to see. Different stuff like that. We saw that toward the end last year, and it's like they forgot about it or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Cutting slack for probably everybody. We have played some really awesome, like the Vikings are going to absolutely give the Steelers all kinds of hell.
They got a great front four. Yeah.
In Dublin, Ireland.
The blitz, the rate they blitz at, Jeff, is insane.
Yeah. The Browns defense is championship level. Like if they had a quarterback, holy crap. The Jacksonville's defense good. So this is not making excuses. I think we are still trying to find our footing. However, I'm going to give them some grace on that. The performance of the offense line is absolutely pathetic. Like bad technique.
They're missing blocks.
Yeah, blocks, getting beat in a second. Like you can't scheme anything up if your left tackle is getting beat in a split second. You can't scheme anything up if, your right guard's getting kind of like pushed, like bullied over. You can't scheme anything if like
they're not firing off the ball.
It's been.
I go back and forth. Not to cut you off, but I go back and forth on because I've been like, well, do I blame Scott Peters? Because I think talent wise on that offensive line, Lucas Patrick to Dalton Reisner or Jalen Rivers starts this week. With Ted, 2 tackles, Fairchild's had some good performances, been a good player at Georgia. There's talent there. Why is it so bad? Is that a scheme thing? And Dustin, maybe you can answer that too. But I'm also like, at what point when your run game is just never as good as it should be? Zach's had 3 different offensive coordinators, at least, right? Offensive line coaches is what I meant. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. But technically, basically 4 because one of those was here and then came back.
Right.
And Frank Pollock. So 4 changes on that, and your run game sucks. Is that part of how you plan things as the head coach and the offensive coordinator and the play caller in Zach Taylor? I don't want to be like all on Zach Taylor's ass, but at some point that really needs to be. It can't be that bad consistently, no matter who the O-line coach is, who the offensive coordinator title is, even though we know it's you. At what point is that on Zach?
Yeah, it's a fair question when the results are consistent, like if it's a one-off thing, a 1 year, but like when it's consistent year over year, it like you do have to question like what's being done or why can't we get that running game to be at least more, because they always talked about with Callahan efficiency, and I think there was a time and place where we were an efficient running team. I thought down the stretch last year a little bit. I thought in that Titans game last year we ran the ball pretty effectively. So I think we have moments of being able to run the ball efficiently.
They're fleeting. They're here and there.
Yeah, it's just not consistent enough, and I think that's what bothers me about our offense sometimes is like we have all these weapons, but then we have games that like we totally just look miserable, and that bothers me. And like you're not going to go out and light up the scoreboard every week. I mean, there's some really damn good defenses in the NFL, but just like the inconsistencies is what bothers me too. So I don't know. I don't have an answer to that for sure.
It would be nice to just have an offense sometimes where we could just run the clock out on them.
Yeah,
that would be nice. And I wonder, because somebody brought this up on my show. I can't remember. Is it Zach's scheme, which I don't know enough about how to coach offense to know this or not. But it is a question. It's like you change this, you change that, and we're still struggling the same way we've been the whole time.
Yeah. Well, we kind of talked about that when they changed defense coordinators, when they changed O-line coaches. It's like, we said this in the offseason when those changes were made. I think those changes needed to be made. I don't think Zach should have been fired at that point. But we said now that those changes are made, if nothing changes as far as O-line play and even the defense, which I think it's a little better But at the same point in time, we don't know. We don't
Mhm.
know yet. I think there's a lot of season left to see how the defense is, but it's Zach Taylor overall as the head coach. We said he would be on the hot seat. I think he's fully on the hot seat. And I know without Burrow, I told Dustin this right after. I didn't want to have the conversation about Zach Taylor because it's a pointless conversation because the Bengals will not fire him. But then the more I thought about it, the more that's all I can think about is that Zach, I thought, would be on the hot seat. If you don't have Burrow, you're supposed to be an offensive mastermind. You know, you are the play caller. You are all these things. And that run game is based off of how you want to do things as an offense because you are that head coach offense coordinator.
It's his offense, yes.
Yeah, it's your thing. And if it's not working, you can't keep – and I was super pissed off when he talked about in his press conference when they went to the Super Bowl in the AFC Championship. Sir, that was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
NFL, we talk about not for long. That was 3 years ago. You cannot be bringing that up anymore. I'm sorry. You have to do something now. And show that how innovative and creative and good you are as a offensive mind if you're going to call plays when you don't have Joe Burrow. Show it right now. Otherwise, honestly, I think Zach Taylor should be fired. And I've not been a hot take fire Zach Taylor guy for a couple seasons.
So I kind of with Brad, Zach will be safe because of Burrow's injury. I could see them going back to that. But I did say this.
It's bullshit.
When Zach fired the offense coordinator and changed defense coordinators, and he said it was his decision. I said, well, this puts it firmly on Zach, which whether you have your quarterback or not, it still should. It's still you're still the head coach. You should have accountability for this, even if you lost Joe Burrow. Now, Crypto Keeper just put this up a couple times. He said, go back and watch receivers. They are not blocking for nobody besides Chase. He said that line. I haven't checked.
I agree. Tight ends, piss poor blocking. Receivers, piss poor blocking. I was bringing up the lines. Look how hard Amon St. Brown blocks.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that 4th and 1, the reason he got open is because of his dedication to blocking? It's an all-team effort. All 11 guys need to be on the same page. And, it's that's part of, calling out coaching, too. It's are we not getting these guys ready? Or are they not disciplined and giving that effort to, go out and make that extra block? It's just from what we've seen from the offense from, a technique standpoint. And even Jacksonville, we put up some points. But, one of those was on, just a T route go. You know what I mean? It wasn't where our offense was super consistent in that game either, So we just got to clean it up. We have to. And we need to start seeing some results.
I mean, the thing that tripped me out the most is when I did rewatch it a little bit. Now, I don't know. I'm not a film grinder or anything like that, but I did notice when they're trying to run the ball, guys blatantly missing blocks, missing assignments. It's it's week 3. And I know they changed the offense a little bit to try to run the ball more because we don't have Joe Burrow. But you still worked on all week. How are you missing blocks? How are you missing places you're supposed to be at?
Yeah. Well, they're trying to a little bit do too much. And obviously the whole strike technique thing, just from an outsider's view, is not it. For, hey, cool, you created this system, but it's not working.
I think what you're going to see is just a duplication of what the Vikings did. They are not going to respect the run game. They're going to spin guys. Yeah.
They're going to blitz from everywhere all the time.
Yep.
Well, that's what you do. The screens. That's where the screen, and that would open up the run. If they're going to blitz, freaking throw the screen over top of them.
When we threw the screen against Minnesota, multiple screens, their corners were on it, and that's part of the receivers blocking and part of the tight ends.
Well, then that's been abysmal. Yeah, that's where they got to block. Because that's how you defend that. If they're going to block him or they're going to blitz you, you throw a screen, or if you got time, which you probably won't with this offensive line, to go deep, but you got at least you got to get the ball out. Yeah. You got to get it to your playmakers, to Shamar or Chase or T or somebody.
Yeah.
But I clipped up all the offensive line play, and yes, Orlando was bad. I don't think Ted was as bad as people thought, personally. When I watched it back, Dustin, I mean, you probably saw my clips on that. Yeah. Fairchild was bad. The left side was bad, very bad. It's kind of been one or the other. Like, can we get both sides of the line to be good? But it's been the left side or the right side, like every week. One is bad and one is good.
We want cohesion, people. Cohesion.
God, that Bonito against the Brown matchups just terrifies me.
Yep, I agree. But I'm just like, I told you, and I said this after the game, and then as I rewatched it, I kept saying, that's what I thought. Like, it's just confirming what I thought. The tight end and receiver blocking so bad. Like, I know everyone just wants to automatically blame the offensive line, but when you're in this 12 personnel all the time and you're throwing screens all the time because that's your plan, it's so important for the tight ends and receivers to be competent.
Now, was that a problem last year? Was that a problem last year? Because I don't remember us talking about the wide receivers and tight ends not block. I don't remember that being a problem ever, to be honest.
Well, Drew Sample is having a terrible year blocking.
Yes.
Well, that doesn't help.
He had some bad games last year, to be fair. Be fair, he did.
Yeah.
And I hate to be the one to say it because we all know that I'm Drew Sample's #1 fan.
Duh.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, haven't got a lot from Noah Fant, like we were exciting about. I mean, we haven't got a lot from anybody on offense, to be honest. But
nobody.
Yeah. So that's kind of disappointing. I think what I'd also like us to do a little bit more, I don't know if you guys feel like this. It feels like we're under 5 seconds on the play clock every time, like we're getting the play.
Yes, get the play in faster.
It's been a problem. It's a problem with Burrow. It's a problem with Browning. That's once again a Zach Taylor problem.
Well, what you can't do, you can't use cadence. The pass rushers can time it up because they know in the play clock and when you need to snap it. Play with a little tempo. Play with a little urgency. Like, get them on the heels. I mean, I'm not really saying like, hey, no huddle with Jake Browning, but like,
but get the play call in earlier.
Yeah, get up there on the ball. Like,
get there with 10 seconds left to go instead of 5 or 15 seconds. So, like you said, because it gets down to 3, 2, 1. They're going to snap the ball,
or timeout, which we take so many in terrible situations.
I was listening to a podcast from John Gruden once, and one of his big things in evaluating quarterbacks and offenses is tempo. But then, like, you could play with tempo, but then there's plays where you back off a little bit, and then you vary the tempo, and it just gets the defense. It just gives you that split second edge, right? And that's what it's all about, because defenses are typically reacting to what you do. So if you can gain any advantage, totally use that. So that's where like these coaches need to get into the trenches a little bit and figure out ways that can give our teams a competitive edge in those types of things. Because the margin of in the NFL is just so small, right? Like, you got to find your edge wherever you can.
Justin, do you follow Bengals Sands? Did you see his post, or it was him and Andrew Fox Miller the other day? Where they were talking about like when they run this certain play and it's Drew Sample, coming around in motion, like it's this power run, and like it has just been but it's the same play they've ran and hasn't worked for like 4 years in a row. Like, at what point is that a Zach Taylor problem? I keep going back to this. Like, there's so many things that I'm like, tell me I'm wrong. Like, I don't.
Yeah. I mean, again, this is one of those things where it's like, man, we got to scratch and claw to get victories. I do feel like, what Jeff was saying, like, we always kind of like find our stride in the middle of the season. Like, I'll tip my hat to the coaching staff of being like flexible in the way that they figure out the team and use it. Like, the first month is kind of like preseason nowadays.
The first month is hard for being a Bengals fan. It always is.
Yeah. I mean, look, like the Ravens or Chiefs are looking in the eyes of a 1-3 team.
Right.
So the NFL comes at you fast too. So it's like, you need to figure out your team, what you're all about, and make adjustments. But you also just need to figure out ways to win games. So I'm hoping like we can figure out something. Special teams, get a block punt. When's the last time we blocked a punt? Like, let's get one of those.
Oh, it never happens.
Yeah, let's get a kickoff return.
Our return game looks bad too. Like, I know P. Ryan had some decent ones.
Where's Burton at? Why isn't Burton out there? Why isn't he out there trying to return stuff?
No trust. There's no trust. There's no. I want to see more Tinsley. I want to see more Charlie Jones in the slot, to be honest. Like, Yoshi's not providing us it. But at the same point in time, I get it. Yoshi's not getting many targets. Like, somebody brought this up to me when I posted on Twitter. And, like, that's the thing, man. I'm all about conversations. I don't think I'm fucking smart at all. I fucking drink rum on Fridays to get shit faced.
Hey, you drink and you know things.
Well, but I also am willing to listen, and I sometimes think the Bengals front office and the coaching staff doesn't listen, and they don't change. And sometimes you got to adapt. And I think we're still trying to do things that worked 4 years ago. With plays we run, with how we do things.
So I'll go back to I just keep going back to last year because last year's offense toward the end of the year looked different. And I don't know if they're different plays or not. That just looked different, running the ball and passing the ball. I'll go last month, December, when they really got hot. That offense looked totally different to me.
Burrow is also Burrow. That's what's so hard. It's so hard because it's like Burrow makes everything. And how much is Burrow making the checks at the line? How much is Burrow? And we see it a lot. How much is Burrow changing things from Zach's original calls, which when it works, it makes Zach look better. But then when Burrow's not there and it's just Zach's calls and Browning's not making those same checks, you know what I'm saying? Like, how much does Burrow honestly make Zach look good? It's a fair question.
Oh, it is. It is.
Yeah, it's all fair and well when you're underperforming as an organization. I mean, it's two years of missing the playoffs. Obviously, one of those being injured. Like this year, I mean, I don't know where the season's going to go. I'm still optimistic, but
it's be hopeful.
It had to be right now. We're 3 games into the season.
Yeah, it's all fair and game. I mean, we just want results, man. Like that's all. It's like we got the players. Like we have.
Well, okay. We want like you asked me earlier about the Reds. We want to feel like we're going in the right direction.
Yeah,
that's what we want to feel. And Sunday definitely was not it. So hopefully, that's what I'm saying. If we win Monday, we're not going to blow them out. It's going to be a 7-point or 3-point win. Yeah, it's going to be a dogfight. But that might be what this team needs. They need another dogfight to say,
damn it, I just triggered myself.
We can win that.
No, No, because dogfight. Literally, this pit bull shows up at my house Sunday after the game. And literally, my dog is on a leash. And you know Nova, Jeff. My sweet dog that's like, I rescued him from the pound, and he's like a golden whatever mix. Yeah. Uh-huh. This dog attacks my dog and is biting him on his neck, bro. Yeah, this pit somebody dropped off, and I was so triggered. Like the dog warden was like, "Is a human bit? Then we can't send anyone out." I know I'm going off on a tangent here, but dogfight, which I brought it up myself, but I was so pissed off. Like I was like, the fuck, I know I don't like to hit animals, but he's biting my dog's neck. So
I would have kicked the dog off.
Yeah, I tried to kick it, and it wasn't doing it. I hit it with I was literally like, oh my God, I cannot let my dog die because of this dog.
Right.
Exactly. Oh man. And so the cops came out and eventually they took the dog because it tried to fight my dog again while the cops were here. It was fucking crazy. And that was after the Bengals fucking lost 48-10. So my whole week, I knew my whole week was gonna suck, and it has been
you know what?
Pretty sucky, to be fair.
We're kicking this off with a fun Football Friday show because the Reds are gonna win tonight. The Bearcats are going to win. Ohio State's going to win. The Bengals are going to win. It's going to happen, boys.
Right.
I believe
it. Kind of reverse of what we're talking about, though, too. You know what will actually make me feel really good on Monday, too? If our defense is
blowjob. That would make me feel good.
I've been with my girl for a while. That shit ain't happening anymore.
Yeah, I've been married for almost 20 years. I know I ain't getting a fucking blowjob.
Yeah, dude.
Unfortunately,
he lost all train of thought.
Honestly, any women out there want to give me a blowjob? I think my wife would be okay with it. Like I could just say, hey,
boy, rum's starting to kick in.
Dude, just find one of those glory holes in like a bathroom somewhere at a gas station.
No,
you know what I mean?
I don't want to be gay.
It's mouth. I would like to see it's a mouth. I'd like to see our it'd be really cool if our defense actually just like dominated though too, because I feel like our offense with Jake Jesus,
Jake
with,
Burrow.
Jesus.
I got them all frazzled.
That's the new quarterback we got,
them
Jake Burrow.
frazzled.
Obviously, I can't handle a cover 0 blitz either. Like I'd be fretting in my shoes because I can't even handle blowjob talk. But
Yeah, blowjob talk got this guy all out of
all
sorts.
frazzled.
yeah.
What?
Blood.
But
Never
Me
good.
too. They're great.
But like, if our defense can just kind of shut people down, that would be nice because defense travels. I mean, if you look like, dude, if you look at like the Ravens and the Bills defenses, do they scare you? And I'm not comparing ourselves to those teams right now, but there's like some real problems in the AFC with like some of these teams. Like a lot of teams have warts. So
that's why I kept saying I think we're going to beat these teams because I think our offense is going to play better. But
yeah, we need.
I still believe in our secondary, and there's so many teams that have really bad secondaries.
Yeah. The Ravens.
Hey, but is Can't Tell Britt playing? Do you guys know? I know he was.
Well, and it's not till Monday, so I know it's Friday, and usually we have a good idea. But I think he has a shot. I hope he can.
I know he. I don't think he was.
DJ Turner, Max Hill look really good, and honestly, I know Cam had the bad first week, but if we could get Cam Taylor Britt from week 2. Man, this secondary is cooking with gas. Jordan Battle looks like a guy, and Geno Stone looks like he's okay. Tyson Anderson's coming in, playing snaps, looking good.
Yeah, I like the versatility. Like, so our injury report didn't change from yesterday. So Noah Fant did not practice. Samaje.
How did he get a concussion? Was it in the game
when he got hit and lost that ball and they returned it?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I didn't know it was the first play of the.
He got smacked. So. Like, we'll see. He's going, obviously, the concussion protocol. Dalton was full. Shamar, obviously, probably another week for him. And then
he's not playing.
Yeah, and then Cam Juice was limited. So I kind of got a feeling like Juice will go on Monday.
I think they'll hold him out one more week unless that changes to, like, a fuller practice. But he was on the field warming up last week, so maybe. But I could see that.
Jake Burrow will save the season. Yes.
Jesus.
Jake Burrow.
Joe is gonna change his name to get away from the injury. He's gonna
Dustin's the one drinking rum. Not now.
Joe's gonna shave his head again. He's gonna change his name. He's gonna burn his passports, his IDs. Just be a different person. We'll know he's Burrow. But
hey, well, they got that. They got the Kenny Powers, or not Kenny Powers. The new quarterback show that the Mannings are doing. It's not Kenny Powers. That's
with Glenn. Is it on
Glenn
Hulu?
Powers. Yeah, it's on Hulu.
Bro, that looks like dog shit. If somebody watches it and tells me it's good, I'll watch it. But every preview I've seen, I'm like, man, this looks like dog shit. This looks so bad. And sometimes I like shit that's so bad that makes it good. But I'm like, man, that looks just bad. Bad.
Exactly. I still haven't watched the quarterback show because I just can't open that wound of losing.
I watched maybe half an episode, and same. I literally have Netflix, and I can't watch it.
All right. Everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be all right. Oh, sorry.
Hey, football's not fair. It's not for the faint of heart. So we're gonna be fine. We just gotta stick in there. We're in the bunker. Take the bullets. Be there for your brothers. Whatever happens with the season.
And you know what? If the season goes downhill, you can literally make a $5 or more donation to Project Game Day, and I will send you a 300+ page draft guide that I just updated yesterday. Just updated it. Oh my gosh. You know what I did today? I was working on my 2027 update to where it is just as full as 2026. I have a sickness. It's a problem. It's not alcoholism. It's draftism.
You better have my boy Malik Williams in there.
Now, hold on.
He's 2028.
Is he? Yeah, I guess you're right. That's right.
Hold on. Wing wanted to know if I saw Burrow's post. Yes, I saw it. And that means he said, see you soon. That means he's coming back this year. So there you go.
I do have a 2028 draft guide as well ready. I have 3 years. I have 3 years of draft
2030. Guide. Like, dude, Jet Harrison's going to be playing for the Buckeyes. You got to start Marvin's brother. He might be better than Marvin for what we've seen in his NFL career. But
exactly, Paul. We're better than we were last year. Boom.
All
right, boys. On that note, we're an hour and 9 minutes into this thing. I appreciate both of you. Dustin, you got any final words you want to say before I let you out of here?
No, man, there's a great weekend of football. There's actually 2 really good games on tonight, so check that shit out.
Hold on. I was about to end this thing and I forgot. We got a special guest showing up. Ryan, what's up, buddy? You made it. We stayed on long enough for you.
Let me see. Let me not be the guy that is.
Yeah, there you go. Ryan, he's kind of.
I don't know this guy. Who is this?
You don't know Ryan?
Who is this guy? Who is this guy?
He's from TMZ. He's kind of going big time on us now.
Did he work at NFL Network or something?
Something like that. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, he ain't never sent me no guest to Bengals and Brews. God damn it! I thought we were friends, Ryan.
You just want Colleen Wolf's used shirts, don't you, Dale?
No, I do not. But I wouldn't turn one down.
Yeah, boy. I know what you're talking about.
All right, Ryan, real quick, since I got you in here, what's your thoughts? Are we going to come back Monday? Are we going to be 3-1? Give me some good news.
So the first thing that I thought of in regards to this game is obviously with Browning the last 2 weeks, the turnovers, right? That's been the biggest part. And for me, I think this is a week where I'm not quite ready to say that they're going to win the game. I feel good about it. I don't feel like I'm down and out about it. But I think what they do and what gives them the biggest chance to win this game on Monday is they get rid of the turnover bug. Like, they take care of the football this week. And I know that that's a lot to kind of overcome with, they got the defensive player of the year over there in the secondary. They've got 3 or 4 guys that really get after the quarterback. So, I'm really looking forward to watching this offensive line to see how personal they took things, right? Their performance last week was, to quote Ted Karras, it was like worse than he thought.
Dog shit.
Yeah. I mean, there's some talented guys in that room.
Right.
We can't. I mean, there's a reason, and we looked at that offensive line after who they brought in and went, wow, this is the best offensive line Joe Burrow's ever had. But then
what happened to that?
Why are they performing
right?
Like, why are they performing like they're not? So I think those are some real professional dudes. Those are some real talented dudes. I think that they can really take that last game personal and come out really strong on Monday night. And I think the game is a nail biter down to the wire.
I've been saying the same thing. If the Bengals win, which I got predicted that they'll win, just for my season prediction, I've gotten everything right so far. I said it's losing Minnesota. I got us beating Denver. Now that was with Joe Burrow, but I said the same thing. If we win this game, it's going to be a hard-fought, nail-biting. We're going to win by a touchdown or a field goal, and it's going to take everybody stepping up and pulling in the right direction. And I've said this too. I was asking Dustin and Dale about this. Well, how's that Minnesota game go if we don't turn the ball over 5 freaking times?
Yeah.
I think it's a different result. I really do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to overcome. I mean, Zach said this too. But it's hard to overcome 4 turnovers. And it's really hard to overcome 2 defensive touchdowns. Like that's really bad. And by the time the third quarter rolled around, those guys were gassed.
Yeah.
I was hoping, for Shamar Stewart maybe to make a return this week. Doesn't sound like that's going to happen. Sounds like that's a long shot. But
Miles Murphy had a pretty good game the other day. He flashed a little bit there. Dale, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I've never quit on Miles Murphy. I was the only one that celebrated that pick. I was like, that's a solid pick. Like, he needs time as a pass rusher. And he's a power guy. Guess what Shamar Stewart is? A power guy. And I can say this about me and Ryan. We want the speedster, not the same body type. We would like one of those at some point in the draft process.
Absolutely.
But those guys can still be impact players. I don't know, man. They've got to use them differently too. They've got to kick them inside a little bit.
Dale, did you watch Mike Green on Monday night though? Do you still want one of those guys? That dude was on the ground.
Yes, because I wouldn't have him in. I would have him in there in obvious passing down.
Dude,
I feel you. Quit on players like I know, but listen, Mike Green was all about the off field. Period. Point blank.
Oh, that's the only reason. Yeah, that's the reason we didn't draft him, or what? I think it's the main reason we didn't draft him.
No, I'm just saying he was getting pushed around all over the place. Like a tight end was blocking him on a pass rush too.
Well, who I'm worried about being a draft guy is Jonah Ellis. I know he only has 1 sack this year, but second year in the league out of Utah. I absolutely loved his tape coming out. And I know Denver fans, a lot of them really like this kid. And it's just one of those things where they have Jonathan Cooper, Nick Bonito. You know, he's not getting tons of snaps, but when he's in there, he's making a difference. And we got to eliminate that a little bit.
We're gonna see if those how stressed those guards are by Zach Allen in the middle. There's a lot of beef to deal with on that team.
What are your thoughts on the Jalen Rivers, Dalton Reisner? I think I would go with a veteran on Monday Night Football. That's something we talked about. But I also understand, I don't want Rivers to be tossed in there on Monday Night Football against that defense personally.
Yeah, I wouldn't, and then there's always the start, your guy, and then you're the starter, and then just have a short leash. And I don't think that's really the atmosphere.
No.
That you want to go with, or the mindset I think that you want to have in this game. I like Rivers a lot. I think guard is his natural position.
I agree.
Yep.
It's just I would way rather him have a full week of practice. Like if they would have made this decision for Denver, fine, but I would have liked that decision to have been made on Tuesday and gone into this week completely preparing him for this,
It's Friday.
Maybe it is.
I think it's Friday. We still don't know the decision.
Well, I was going to say maybe it is already made. Like maybe they know that internally.
I actually think there might be a chance that Dalton has a quick, small leash if he does start. I really do. I think they're not messing around with this. Yeah.
They can't. Well, that's the thing is they can't. Like this is. And I don't want to say it's a do or die game, which it's not.
It's not.
But after that debacle, you got to come out and you got to show some fire. You can't come out and get your doors blown off again. That you got to at least be in this game. Even if you lose it, you lose it. But you got to be in the game. You got to be having a chance to win this game. You can't do what you did last week. That cannot happen.
Yeah.
Well, walk with me for a minute. It's Monday Night Football. The lights are bright, right? Imagine Jake Browning goes in, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, all these guys ball out. The defense looks incredible. And the Bengals flip the script. And we're talking about, I hope they don't get blown out. And they blow the doors off of Denver. How rock hard are you fellas going to be?
I'm getting hard right now thinking about it.
Yeah.
Wow. This just got really... No, I mean, God, that would be amazing, obviously.
Right. Hey, Ryan, welcome to the Bengals and Brews. I mean, strawberry ice.
I do have a coworker that's a Ravens guy, and he knows his stuff. Like, he's not just a casual fan. He feels like if they go 1-3 that they're cooked. He's like, our offensive line sucks, our secondary sucks. So there's some crazy developments.
We could speak to that. 1-3 is hard to come back from. I mean, I don't care how good your team is.
Yeah. So there's the AFC North is kind of like, ugh, it's not great. Like we just need to hold court right now, Yeah.
Good, Ryan.
It breaks my heart that of all the years, that for Burrow to go down early, it's this year when Buffalo is their defense isn't what you think it is. The Ravens aren't what they think they are. The Chiefs aren't. It's there's
the AFC is
right there for the taking.
Yeah, I mean the Steelers defense isn't as good as people. I didn't believe in the Steelers defense the whole time. Everything, they're gonna be great. Like they're old, and they traded their best defensive player. So I haven't believed in the Steelers this whole time, unless Aaron Rodgers turns back the clock, 5 years and is old Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Bengals Brews is talented. They're on the show and they're commenting.
Yeah.
On the show.
I just had to put that in the chat.
Ryan's like, I hurried up and got on this show for this crap. What is wrong with me?
Nah, this is a good time.
So Ryan,
It's- I mean-
hey, do me a favor. Tell everybody about your YouTube show you got going on.
Yeah, I started the Silva Says over on YouTube and TikTok, and getting to do these like Mount Rushmore interviews with celebrities and media personalities. Got a couple more in the hopper. Just have had to kind of slow down on my content output because I'm in the middle of a big move, and so we've got a lot of things going on. But it'll ramp back up here again, I think, in about a week or so. But yeah, man, it's like, it's a channel that is heavily Bengals influenced, but also just a sports and entertainment channel. At Silva Says on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram.
And I heard you had some really good guests, a while back when you were on for like 3 hours. I mean, especially that one guy that's not on camera right here. He was on a ton.
Yeah.
What's that? I don't remember.
You guys came through. It was a big party that it was like I kind of had like all the snacks and all the drinks and stuff, and I was kind of holding my red cup for 3 hours, looking around. You guys helped out a little bit.
Yeah, I would have stayed out more, but that was the same weekend as the fireworks. So I was going over my son's house to watch the fireworks, or I would have jumped back on.
Totally get it. I totally appreciate everything you guys did that day.
Hey,
and every day.
That's what
no, Ryan's a real one. Honestly, I love Ryan. Like, he's come on Brews, he's come on here, obviously. But man, Ryan is a knowledgeable fan. Awesome dude. Like, honestly, just a good dude. Like, you get vibes from people. I always get good vibes from Ryan. And that's the people that I fuck with. So,
and you got a spot. You were actually on TMZ. You were on camera this past week talking about
I did.
Our boy Rudy.
Yeah, it was like it was the first time. They've always kind of like offered that type of thing for me to step in and kind of contribute on some of those conversations now that we're doing the live stream. And I kind of been kind of reluctant to just let the people that's their thing do their thing. But when this came up and they, asked to really kind of have the voice of the fan and stuff, I kind of, I really felt like it was important for me to kind of pay my respects to Rudy and, as a player and as a person and what he meant to that city. And as far as I know, coming all the way from 4,000 miles away, but I definitely feel like I'm there in spirit. That's like my second home.
Oh yeah, Rudy Johnson meant a ton to this team. He helped us get out of the doldrums of the '90s, rolled us into the 05 season. With 1,300 yards back to back years. We had the Rudy. Rudy was the man. I mean, Corey Dillon took off and won his ring in New England, which we love Corey. But then we had Rudy step in, and Rudy was a great dude, and he is a great guy in this community as well.
Well, and like Corey was on our show, and Jeff, I don't like to do that, but since we're talking about Rudy, like Corey at the end of the show, we didn't ask him, like we hadn't talked to him beforehand about what we were going to talk about, and he brought up Rudy and how much he cared about him. And this is the guy who basically replaced him in Cincinnati, if you want to say that, but he talked about mental health and stuff like that. And man, it's a hard loss for Rudy. And I definitely appreciative of a guy like Corey Dillon for, the words he said on Bengals and Brews earlier too.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got a chance to reach out to Heath Evans, who I'm friends with, and was Rudy's fullback at Auburn. And, it was just kind of the way the information was like, disseminating, at that time, like, all former teammates and kind of like everyone just reaching out. And he had just heard about it and was, pretty broken up about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks. And like Corey, I'll reiterate what Corey said is basically, there's nothing wrong with asking for help. I mean, it doesn't make you any less of a man or anything, because we all go through this stuff. We all need help. We all need to talk to people. I mean, I've talked to this dude a ton when I've
Yeah,
gone through.
same.
Yeah.
I've leaned on you guys. Like, man, last couple years not so bad, but the couple years before that and the loss of my parents, I was in dark places. I will say that.
So I mean, you got to have guys to be able to talk to, and just because somebody's talking to you and you don't have the words to say, it's not really the words that you need to say to them. You just need to listen most of the time.
Sure.
It's just listening to people, and that's the first line of communication is it's called communication, but it's listening. And that's what, and I'm getting deep here, but in general, in the world, we need more listening to each other, I think, instead of just barking at each other and telling each other what you think and get upset because you don't agree with whatever that person says. Like we argue all the time over sports stuff. I don't agree with everything everybody says about the Bengals or the Reds or whatever, but don't mean I don't like you. And that's the way everybody should be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that movie, Don't Be a Menace, where they go, message?
No, I have not. That's one I've been wanting to see. I've not seen
man.
that. That's the Wayans brothers, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's one I have not seen. I want to see that one though.
You'll enjoy it. Check it out.
All right, boys, we've been on for an hour 25 minutes. Ryan, you're driving, and I don't want you to wreck. So plug some stuff. I'll get you out of here. We're and by the way, thanks for the help earlier today. I appreciate it. But,
of course.
Plug some stuff for you, go, brother.
All right. Come check me out on YouTube at Silva Says, on TikTok at Silva Says. I do Sunday live streams reacting to the games, all types of content as far as like interviews and calling my shot on things to look forward to, previews. Give it a shot. Check us out.
There you go. Appreciate you, Ryan. Take it easy, brother. Who day?
See you, Ryan.
Who day?
Who day?
All right, Dustin, you got final words before we end this thing here for Who Day Nation.
Wear a condom.
He's still stuck on the blowjob.
Yeah.
You don't have to wear a condom in a blowjob.
No.
That shit fly.
Kinda hard.
Well, depending upon where you're at, but nonetheless.
On that note, see you, Dustin.
I'll see you.
Brother. All right, Dale. Rumdale. I think it's been a pretty good show. Give us some party words for the Reds go and sweep the Milwaukee Brewers. The Bearcats win. Ohio State wins. And the Bengals beat the Broncos. Go for it.
I'll start with the Reds. Just win tonight, right? Just win. Let other teams take care of business. Maybe the Brewers magically stop playing for 2 games. I don't see that. But, yes, that's the plan. Just win tonight. Find a way to win. Be aggressive. Find a way to win. Monday Night Football, man, shock the world. Because I think everyone's expecting us to get our ass beat. And that's kind of where you like to be a little bit.
That's when we're dangerous, baby. That's when we're dangerous.
You're the underdog and everyone counts you out. Like, that's
come on now.
I want to be. That's where I've been my whole life, to be fair. So, yeah. Fuck around, find out.
Let's go.
Monday. And then the Bearcats, I mean, got to contain Jalen Daniels and get Joe Royer involved. The Dante Corleone.
I hope he's playing.
I want to see him have a good game. Oh, is he injured?
Well, he missed last week. I think he's playing this week. I have to look that up. But
well, see, I need this for because I love the NFL and the prospects, and I need my guys playing.
I need him. I need him in Bengal stripes next year.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we got Slayton. We've got McKinley Jackson.
Yeah, he's not playing. We got Chris Jenkins. We got Chris Jenkins.
No, he could be Mike Pinnell's replacement because Mike Pinnell is 83 years old, to be fair. But, hey, he's doing a decent job as the backup nose. But, hey, getting the Don in here would be solid. Bengals, Brews, whatever. Twitter, I post a lot of clips. I spend a lot of time for the people.
Go watch his clips. They're good.
I spend a lot of time for the people posting up stuff.
Well, you're a man of the people. I mean,
I'm a man of the people.
You're alt man. You're the man.
But I appreciate you having me on the show. I appreciate the chat. I appreciate, life.
Yeah.
We'll keep it at that.
Keep it at
Love
that.
you all.
Love you. Who day? All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. We went a little longer than normal because I was hoping Ryan would jump on. And as soon as I said we're going to end this thing, he jumped on. So shout out to Ryan and Dustin and Dale for jumping on, and AC for trying to jump on. He apologized. He was on a train trying to be able to get on here. But we'll try to do it again next Friday for our fun Who Day Friday show. Just remember my season prediction here is still exactly right, and I want to toot my own horn on that until it's wrong. But I had us beating the Browns, beating Jacksonville, and losing to Minnesota. I got us beating Denver. I still think we're going to beat Denver. I think we're going to shock the world. I think the Reds, maybe they might not sweep the Brewers tonight or today, this weekend. They're going to win the series. Because when you make plays like Novi Marte did yesterday, those are plays that propel you into playoffs. And those plays don't happen for no reason. Just my opinion. Well, we'll see what happens. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys check out the podcast. I'll be pulling off sound off later on tonight. Put it on there. It's on BeanPod, Apple, iTunes, Spotify, Google, Stitcher Play, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Please make sure you rate, like, and review. Leave a comment and a 5-star review so more Cincinnati fans can follow my podcast. Thanks for watching. I'm live stream on YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitch. You can follow me on all that along Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. And please subscribe to my Substack. All of those are under Sports with Strawberry Ice. Substack, I've been writing some articles on there. I wrote one about the Bengals and going into Monday night. So check that out. And
all right, shout out to my sponsors. They are Priority Lawn and Landscaping for all your lawn and landscaping needs. You need your grass cut, you need your shrubbery trimmed, I don't know, you need a paper patio, you need anything. I mean anything. Landscaping required. Think Priority Lawn and Landscaping. Also, shout out to T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And of course, Meyer Window, Door, and more. I got it in my house. I highly recommend you get them in yours. They're energy efficient, great looking windows, easy to clean. Meyer Window, Door, and more. The website is MeyerCincinnati.com. And also, shout out to my favorite brewery, Moorline Lager House. Get on down there, get you some delicious Moorline beer, some delicious Moorline food. And tell them I sent you. Moorline Lager House.
And I want to leave you guys with a song. Remember one thing and one thing only. That's Who Day for life. Go Reds. Beat the Brewers. And throw it up. That's just sports, baby. See ya!
Another great show. You guys still here? The show's over. You can come back tomorrow. I'm out of here. See ya.